Another guy in our town is headed there too, but he won't be on the track showing off his speed. He will be on the streets of Paris showing off his pins. With the help of photographer Randy Schwenker, we give you tonight's Spotlight Story. At Concord Church on Tesson Ferry, they employ a fascinating figure. Jeff Wells is the missions online pastor. He's a 56-year-old father of two who does the typical work of many pastors. He's often devouring his Bible and perhaps taking notes for his Sunday sermon. But make no mistakes, this summer there will be nothing typical about Jeff's life.
I really believe there'll be people in heaven who'll say, hey, you don't remember me, but because you had that conversation with me in Paris is why I'm here today.
Jeff is headed to Paris for the Summer Olympics, and he will bring with him about 3,000 of these Olympic pins.
Every pin represents a gospel opportunity, whether it's a conversation or if we stick it on one of our business cards and we hand it to a clerk in a cafe or a little retail shop, that's an opportunity for the gospel to go forward. And that's why I'm there. Of course I'm going to love being in Paris. I've been in some incredible cities around the world, being on every continent but Africa. The point, the purpose, the reason I'm going to be away from my family for 19 days is so that I can have gospel conversations.
Paris will be Jeff's 11th Olympics. It started in Sydney in 2000, then on to Salt Lake in 2002, next Athens in 2004, Torino, Italy in 2006, Beijing in 2008, Vancouver in 2010. There was London in 2012, Sochi in 2014, Rio in 2016, and Pyeongchang in 2018. He's met everybody from T.J. Oshie to Christy Yamaguchi. But it's not about celebrities. It's about trying to have 100 conversations a day with people from all over the world. And it's not easy all the time.
The rudest I've experienced in the past, typically people will just walk away from it. You'll be in the middle of having the gospel conversation and they'll just, oh, it's religion, I don't want it, and they'll just walk away.
And you don't take it personally?
No, not at all. I mean, that's why we really try to lay a legitimate relational foundation so that as we transition to the gospel, I'm not there selling Jesus. I just want to tell you about what God's done for me through Jesus and what he offers to do through you.
So why the pin trading as the hook?
It's called the unofficial spectator sport. It just makes for a great way of engaging in gospel conversation, in conversations in general.
The Beijing trip was his favorite because that started the process to adopt his daughter, Joy Lee, who just turned 14. If one person from your meetings in Paris becomes a believer, this is all worth it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I would love to come home and say, hey, we shared the gospel 3,000 times and we saw 100 people pray to receive Christ while we were there. We had those kind of experiences when we were in Australia in 2000. But you know what, Frankie? Even if I come back and not one person makes that decision in the moment, it's still going to be a success. It's just a matter of what degree of success it will be.